Kawhi, but yeah. No, Kawhi's coming back.
Yeah.
Pop says he's ready. He's been playing 5-on-5.
Let's be honest. He's been ready since the beginning of the season. That's my theory, and that they just haven't played him because it's not worth risking him. I feel like he was probably like at 75% at the start of the season, where it's like you could play him, play him limited minutes, and he could play. And then as the season progressed, he was probably like at 100% a couple of weeks ago, maybe 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, I think a lesser organization would have had him playing much
basically,
already.
Yeah, if he wasn't at the Spurs, he would already be playing.
Because Pop's like, he got injured in the playoffs last year. I'm going to 100% make sure he does not get injured. He got injured
twice as well in the playoffs.
Yeah, and almost came back and helped him until Zaza.
He got Zaza'd.
Yeah, got Zaza'd. Alright, that guy's dirty. Yeah. But, yeah, like, how do you see LaMarcus Aldridge's role changing? Because he's finally the man for 5 more days.
The thing is, like, I feel like Kawhi Leonard is someone that adjusts really well. Think about his whole career. He's adjusted perfectly. First, when he came into the league, he was like a role player and he played his role really well. Then he became a starter on a championship team and he knew his contribution. And then as it progressed, the role that Pop wanted him to play, he lived up to it. And I feel like it depends what Pop wants him to do. If Pop says we need you to be the bona fide, man scorer, and we need you to do basically everything on the team, then obviously I feel like LaMarcus Aldridge's that's weird to say, Aldridge's sort of potential is going to be diminished. But I feel like Kawhi Leonard is really good at adjusting, so I think he would be able to play sort of with LaMarcus Aldridge better than he really did in the last couple of years.
Yeah, well, I think if you ask Kawhi, can you take a bit more of a backseat so we can make the most so we can get the highest net production out of you and LaMarcus? He'd happily say yes.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know if LaMarcus would happily say yes. I think he'd begrudgingly say yes. That's what it seems to be the story.
Well, that's what happened last year.
Yeah.
He's sort of like, I'll be the second man.
Yeah, because, I mean, Kawhi was like the third best player in the league last year.
Yeah, he was third for votes.
Third in MVP.
And everyone had him as the favourite for MVP before he got injured.
And you talk about, out of him, Harden and Westbrook, he's probably the best player out of those three.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think he'll happily make the change. And then now with him coming back into the lineup, all of a sudden they're back on for championship contention.
Yeah. And one thing I want to say about Kawhi is well, like his game doesn't hinge on offense either.
Exactly.
It's not like his whole game is predicated on him playing well offensively. He can impact the game as much, if not even greater, on the defensive end.
Exactly. So before you even worry about offensive sort of splits and production, your defense gets automatically better.
Exactly.
So they can just shut down the other team's best player.
Yeah.
Do you think that's enough to beat the Rockets?
Or not even the Warriors?
Or the Warriors?
I think that